All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Our final episode of Real Estate Investment, and I am here with my good friend, incredible real estate investor in St. Louis, known all over St. Louis, Mike Zouglis, the man.
How you doing?
So on our final episode today, we are going to talk about the strategy of I'm an everyday Joe, I'm an everyday Jane, and we're going to compare. In this hand, I've got $10,000 to invest in stocks. And in this hand, I've got $10,000 to invest in real estate. Which one is better? So, you're the master at this. Walk me through it.
All right, here's my deal. The $10,000 you have to invest, right? If we look back over the last 70 years, stocks have given you an average annual return of 10%.
Right,
okay.
So 70 years. So we're not even
70
talking
years.
10 years. 70 years of actual data.
It's a big chunk of data.
Yep.
Housing, real estate has given you a return of 4%.
Okay, so 10% versus 4%. So the stock sounds better.
Stock's winning so far.
But,
okay, if we use, let's use the rule of 72.
Okay.
All right, now the rule of 72, if you don't know, is how long it takes your investment to double.
right, and 72 is what?
72 divided by the interest rate that you're going to yield
Okay,
equals how many years it takes for your investment to double.
perfect.
Okay?
Okay.
So if we look at stocks, 72 divided by our 10% return,
Yep.
it's going to take 7.2 years for our money to double.
Right, so 7.2 years, my 10,000 becomes 20.
That's right.
Got it.
Okay? If we look at housing the exact same way, we're going to take 72 divided by 4.
4 years.
So my money's going to double only every 18 years.
So in this hand, I've got 7.2 years, and in this hand, I've got 18 years.
Right.
So, which is almost 3 times more. So
Stocks are still winning.
Still winning. I'm still winning with stocks.
Stocks
here.
are still winning.
All right. So.
All right, so we're going to walk through this. So if you had the $10,000 put it in the stock market at let's say you're 20 years old, 10,000 bucks, okay? And you can use this math at whatever age you are. But let's say you invested the 10,000 at age 20. That money is going to double every 7.2 years. So when you're 56 years old, you're going to have $320,000 at that average rate of return of 10%.
Okay. So $10,000, 7.2 years becomes 20, and then 20 doubles to 40.
That's right.
40 to 80, 80 to 160, and at 56 years old, I'm now at $320,000.
Right. Okay.
Nice.
Same 10,000 bucks. Let's go buy a house now. Now we're going to buy the $10,000 house.
Okay.
Probably not a very pretty house.
Okay.
Okay, but we're going to buy it because that's what we have to work with is 10,000.
Okay.
So that money is going to double every 18 years. So again, we're going to buy that house at age 20, and again at age 56, that house is only going to be worth $40,000.
Yep.
Right? It's
So
going to double the 20 and double the 40.
Versus 40.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big difference. Stocks are now really kicking butt.
And I should point out, we're not even going to have a conversation about up and down markets or all the rent you collect and how you, or if you buy down the node and etc. We're not going to talk about cash flow positive things. We're just looking at this from a sheer
Just
investment.
simple, right?
Investment.
And I'm going to give you now a third option.
Okay.
Same $10,000. Again, we're going to assume we don't cash flow any rent.
Okay.
Okay. So if we took that same 10,000 bucks and instead of buying the $10,000 house, we're going to go buy a house in our neighborhood.
Right. Something we're familiar with.
We're going to spend $200,000 on a subdivision home. Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
Now, when we do that, we're going to take out a mortgage, a 30-year mortgage. At, let's be conservative. Let's say 4.75%.
That's being very conservative.
That's pretty conservative,
Considering
right?
interest rates today, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll amortize that over 30 years. We'll have taxes. We'll have insurance, principal, interest, our whole pity payment, right?
Pity payment. Principal, interest, taxes, insurance.
Awesome.
Pity.
Yeah.
It is a pity.
It is a pity.
But like right on cue. All right.
So we're going to buy that $200,000 house, put our $10,000 down, finance $190,000.
Okay. So we're going to put 5% down. We're going to get a loan.
Right. We're going to have about $1,100 a month in rent on that house.
Yep.
Also very conservative.
Very conservative
Okay.
these days. Okay.
I
Could
use-
be like 15 or 16.
I use that because our accurate pity payment on $190,000 loan is going to be about $1,100.
Okay.
So again, we're going to assume zero cash flow. I get
Right.
no cash flow out of this thing.
Right.
Okay? But we're going to play that same game of the rule of 72, but now instead of using my $10,000, I just bought in a $200,000 asset.
Yeah.
That
Much higher value.
$200,000 asset is going to double every 18 years. So now when I'm 56,
Right. So I'm starting at 20. So it's 200,000, and then 18 years later, which I'll be 38,
yep,
which I'm definitely older than that. It's now 400,
right,
and from 38 to 56, it's worth how much?
$800,000.
So, in the same amount of time, from 20 years old to 56 years, I have a piece of stock over here, which is just paper. I can't do anything. I don't get to vote on it. I own paper. I don't own
.0000000.
exactly. But I have $320,000 here. But if I do the same strategy with an investment property starting at a $10,000 investment, same thing, $200,000 house, $800,000.
That's a win for housing.
That is a huge win.
Investment
Huge.
property. That's a win. Right? And then you get all sorts of other intrinsic options and value out of
Yeah.
that investment, right?
Yeah.
You can, it's safer, I think. I have control. It's a
You do
stack
have
of bricks, it's a neighborhood home, it's whatever. I can touch it, I can remodel it, I can see it, I can drive you by and say, hey, what do you think
Look at what
about my
I
new
own.
investment property?
Right.
Right? Typically don't do that with our Boeing stock.
Right. No. Yeah, that's not exactly hanging on the wall in the office or anything.
No.
So for somebody who's 40, it's let's say it's basically the same strategy, except instead of, from 20 to 56, you're basically reducing it in half, but the numbers still work out the
The
same.
numbers still work out the same.
Yeah.
The numbers still work
Unbelievable.
out the same. And we only started with $10,000, which I think is very reasonable.
Very, very.
We're not
reasonable.
talking about maybe reallocating our IRA money into real estate.
Right.
We're not talking about using any great big chunk.
Right. Unbelievable, man. Talk about an eye opener. And the fact that, and it's important to me, the fact that I can actually go and see it, maintain it, have control over it, it's huge.
Yes.
For somebody who, especially somebody who's entrepreneurial or business minded like we are. So it's
And it gives you a whole
it's
lot of other
no-brainer.
options, right? I mean, you're going to have a lot of equity over time in this place. There may be some things in
to
your
buy the
life
next one.
to buy the next one. There may be
Right.
some things in your life that you need to help your kids or your family out with, and now you've got some options.
Right.
You may figure out that you really like real estate and want to trade up. Maybe you're not a single family person. Maybe you're an office building or a strip center or a whatever. So we can utilize 1031 exchanges, avoid
Yeah.
some taxes, kick some things forward, and do some other things that we want to do.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a whole other 8-hour class
right.
right there. So just so the right people will understand why I'm asking this question. How old were you when you bought your first one? Ish.
Let's say I was about, I was 25.
Okay.
25.
So basically, this is 20 years of data, real experience right here in this local area, and we're giving it away for free.
Yeah. That also encompassed a real estate bubble that no one's ever seen
Yeah.
before. Right?
And
We
it's-
had a market crash in there.
Yeah, and it's funny because you go online and you type in real estate seminar, webinar, people are selling this for thousands of dollars. Like
Yes.
you invest $10,000 just to go to a weekend seminar. It blows my mind.
Yeah. The only difference is we're wearing Hawaiian shirts and holding a Price is Right check.
Right. And we're just sitting here in the good old Midwest in a kitchen, and we're just being good to our fellow man and giving it away for free.
Buy real estate.
Buy it. Thanks for joining us. Love you, brother. Appreciate
Love you
it.
too, buddy.
Peace out.